The XRP Long just grew. That's right, folks. I have added to my XRP Long. We are not scared one bit. This flush out back down to 265 came in real quick, got bought up by myself and many people in our community, and we're already starting to move back up. So let me know in the comments down below how low you were able to scoop up XRP or your other favorite utilities or any other alpha plays you have. Let us know in the chat down below. But a simple overreaction to Trump saying we got to get into the trade war tariff, battle and discussion once again with China. And I thought that Adam from Kobesi letter put it into great context right here. If there is anything that we have learned since April of 2025, President Trump's post about China claiming massive tariff increases are coming is just a bargaining chip. And I've read The Art of the Deal by President Trump, right? Very much understand how this man operates. We believe that trade talks between the United States and China will resume after a little turbulence. Meanwhile, the Fed is cutting rates into 3% inflation, the AI revolution is on fire, and the United States' dollar is down by 10% year to date. Magnificent 7 Cap X alone is now over $100 billion a quarter, and asset owners will continue to win. Now, apparently, we are going to get our CPI release next week, despite the fact that the government is still shut down. And this feels like one of the most staged shutdowns that we've had in most recent history. I mean, don't they kind of all feel staged with this political, I call it the DC dance. All of this taking place is masking the fact that the institutions are showing up and they're about to unleash the floodgates of liquidity. $1.3 trillion Morgan Stanley asset manager is removing restrictions on Bitcoin and crypto investments for all clients. And see, this is why I put out this tweet right here. Institutions are coming in as panicking speculators hit the exits. Some folks think that now's the right time to call it quits, give up. And obviously some folks are getting liquidated, the over-leveraged traders. We always preach low leverage, maybe no leverage at all, right? All of my XRPs held without leverage. I'm just playing around, as I titled this episode, XRP Long GROWS. Well, that's my trading bag. Has nothing to do with my long-term XRP that's buried in the backyard and nobody's going to touch ever, right? And this is why we don't get liquidated, because we use low leverage. And this is why we can still sleep peacefully at night and laugh when the market pulls back like this. We get to laugh and say, yeah, we understand how the powers that be, the suits play this game. Bye. Thank you very much. And that's what we did. And this is a retweet of a post from Token Relations noting that last month, Ripple's RLUSD stablecoin secured institutional integrations with DBS Bank and Securitize, and we're enabling, BlackRock, VanEck, and Franklin Templeton to show up on the XRP ledger. But some folks completely ignoring that and saying, nah, this XRP thing's not for me. I'm frustrated, which I'm frustrated too. And the way that I deal with my frustration is we just add and we buy the blood in the streets. Now, if you guys are looking to buy this dip that we currently have, our partner, iTrust Capital, can help you do so in a crypto IRA. That's right. Your retirement account can get exposure to crypto right now, today, through our sponsor, iTrust Capital. Now, you're going to use my promo code, which is Rector9, to receive that $100 funding bonus. You can do it with your traditional Roth or SEP IRA, along with their premium custody account as well. So if you guys are looking to buy the dip, and especially for those folks I've been warning about people not being able to get exposure through their retirement accounts until it's too late, you miss the opportunity to front run the institutions. Don't let that be you. And if you're looking to get it done, iTrust Capital can help you do so. Thank you for sponsoring the show. Now, let's get right back into it, folks. The reality with XRP is that there's been significantly more active selling pressure than buying over the last 6 months. This is from Dom Trader View, and we've been seeing this right in our order book inflows. It's very clear, a lot of selling taking place. The daily volume deltas since April prove that. The red bars, net market selling, dominate in both frequency and magnitude. This tells us that passive buyers have been attempting to absorb all of the selling pressure, which is why price has held relatively stable around $3. But here's the problem. When passive buyers are the only thing holding price up against consistent active selling, that can snap if the flow doesn't change. So what we need is a new wave of aggressive market buyers to wake up a new trend. And that trend is going to arrive with the ETFs. It's just simple data. And we're talking about aggressive buying into the billions, maybe even 5 to 10 billion of inflows from those ETFs. And so we just got to flush out. Let's get right on into the technicals here. And we're about to change this trend of all of this net selling that's been pretty consistent. And I even put out a video titled XRP Sellers Exhausted yesterday. And I do feel that that is the case, right? That fundamentally, most of the community that wanted to sell by now is gone. They have sold. And what I see taking place today specifically is just the algorithms that control these markets, right? All of these traders are using similar algorithms. And as soon as Trump puts out a tweet, it triggers these algorithms and it flushes us out, right? Panic selling. Is it really panic selling from retail? Or is it just the market makers that control it through their algorithms that got the signal and flushed us back down to key levels of support and did a liquidity sweep? The liquidity sweep is completed. That's the good news. Okay. And we're seeing this on the liquidation heat map. I posted this. This is the 1 week liquidation heat map going back 1 week. And what we see is that we cleared out these levels of liquidation. The yellow lines that you see are the big liquidation levels, right? And so we really have flushed out all of the liquidation levels to the downside. And now you see there's really not much to wipe out and for the market makers to take if they flush us much lower, right? So it suggests to me that the market makers have finished the liquidation event. Now, zooming in on Bitcoin, we do see that we had an order block that needed to be filled up here. And that was when we got this pivot back down for our wave 2 correction, right? This pivot created an order block right here. And that was between 118 and 116. And that's exactly where we just went down to. And so using our Elliott wave structure, we draw a little picture here. You can see we've done our first move up, corrective wave 2, wave 3, and then this pullback, and we're finishing up the wave 4 consolidation here. And this is wrapping up. And so now we're set here to move back on up for a wave 5. This is going to extend. And remember, this is the same exact bearish energy, frustration. People were done leading up to the November election last year, right? October of last year is feeling the same exact way that it is right now, where people are exhausted, people are frustrated, people are tired. They're mad about the government shutdown. They're mad about the weather changing. The full moon made people go crazy over the past couple of days. All of the above. All of the above. And the same degenerate, over-leveraged traders who get rinsed and repeated and wiped out time after time again, they just got wiped out again. Now, we did not get liquidated. What I decided to do, and really, I was just enjoying my Friday here. I'm going through all of our coins. I'm going through doing my coin review, setting my low targets and high targets on all the various coins that my community wanted me to take a look at. And I'm going to be discussing that with my Discord group tomorrow in our weekly call. If you're looking to get tapped in, just go to my Patreon, sign up through Patreon to get access to Discord, and you can join us where every single Saturday we get together at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for an exclusive breakdown. I'm going to go through the good, the bad, and the ugly as far as these coins on my list, and we're going to break that down tomorrow. But I was just enjoying myself here in my office. I've been in here all morning, about 5 hours now, right? I'm recording this at about 1 o'clock on the West Coast. I've been in here all day, really just enjoying myself, going through the research here, and then we start to see this market breaking down. And so I was able to watch this live, and as soon as we did see it break back down to 265, that was the level where we were anticipating a reversal, because it's a level of resistance that we had hit a few times, and now it looks like we have flipped it into support. I'm zoomed out on the XRP chart, and what you see here is that we had triple tapped this 270 support, held that up pretty well, but we weren't done. The market makers weren't done with us. And so we have a level back here, 265, that we went to in May. We did it again back here in March. We also closed off a day right here before blasting off in January. And then once again, we hit this level in the beginning of December. this 265 level had been a resistance level 4 times previous to this. And so I thought that 270 was going to hold, you know, but sure enough, they stretched us out here to 265. And so the fact that 270 didn't hold and we went down a little bit lower, was that the end of the world? No, absolutely not. I just deposited more cash into my Coinbase account, added to my XRP long here today, and now we're ready to ride this thing back up. And I'm looking at this order block here to the upside. When we broke down right here, we created an order block up here between 342 and 358. And so this flush out is completed, right? Back to previous levels of resistance. Now we flip it into support. Consolidation wraps up and ends. And this carries us, you know, are we going to just, you know, chop sideways and maybe recover slightly through October? That makes sense, right? Leading up to the next Fed interest rate cut decision, I could definitely see that. But eventually we're going to go fill this order block. It might not be till into November, but it's coming. Okay? And so government shutdown threw off our ETF launch party celebration this month. Flush out down to the downside, broke below our 270 support. Is it the end of the world? If you want it to be, you can. I mean, you can hit sell, you can exit. You can leave a comment crying down below if you want to. You could smash the thumbs down too. It's not going to change your financial situation at all, but if it gets out some anger, then please smash it. Go ahead. Leave a comment down below to vent. Get it out. Get it out. But more buying, less crying is the motto over here. That's what I did, putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not going to be shaken. We're not going to be liquidated. We added to the XRP long, and if they want to consolidate us through the rest of this month, government shutdown, play around with us, we know how the game's played. We're not going anywhere. And so I'm just telling you guys where I'm at, how I see this thing shaking out. When I see BlackRock in the suit showing up, champagne's on ice, whose yacht are we going to throw the party on? Who's going to be the DJ for the XRP ETF launch party? This is what the suits are deciding, knowing that they're about to go break records with the XRP ETFs. I'm not leaving. And in fact, I'm going to be, BYOB. I'm going to be bringing my party favors. I'm going to be showing up to the party with BlackRock too. I'm telling wifey, find a nice dress. We're going to join BlackRock in the suits at the party. We're not leaving. Not at all. You guys let me know in the comments down below how you see it shaking out. Let me know if you were able to buy this dip. And if you want to join us in the private community, like I said, you access it through Patreon to get into our Discord. We'll be live tomorrow morning at 11:30 a.m. Eastern for our weekly call. And all of the rest of our community resources are available at zachrector.com. Thank you and God bless you all. I am your host, Zach Rector. I really appreciate all of the love and support. If you want to support the channel, just remember that you can start by smashing that thumbs up for me, sharing this content far and wide, and everything else is at my website.